afternoon, everyone. A very good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes.
I welcome each and every one of you in our 215th meeting of our Heritage City Toastmasters Club. Well, I know every one of you knows what is the theme of today's meeting. Well, the theme of today's meeting is creating a magical life. And let me tell you, friends, each and every one of us have some sort of magic inside of us. I repeat, each and every one of us have some sort of magic inside of us. Well, by the use of that magic, some people tend to buy Twitter on its own, and by the same magic, some people even can't afford to buy 2 pairs of slippers on their own. Well, I was searching for this answer about 3 hours back as to what will be the answer, as to some people do that and some people can't afford the even pair of slipper. After much deliberation and thinking, finally I came to a conclusion that the person who buys Twitter uses white magic, and the person who cannot buy slippers simply uses black magic. Well, in our today's meeting also, it's a magical moment for all of us. And we as a Toastmaster, we provide positive and supportive learning experience to empower our members to develop communication and leadership skills, which results in greater self-confidence and personal growth. And for this meeting to be a magical meeting, there are some rules that we must adhere. First rule is nobody here should talk about sex, religion, and politics. I request everyone to please silence off their cell phone so that it doesn't disturb anyone in the middle of the meeting. And the third rule is to all the online members, please keep yourself on mute unless told to speak. And if you follow these 3 rules, I am certain you will get a lot of magical gifts in this meeting. Well, without wasting any time, now is the time to call the president of this meeting. And I am very sure everybody here knows who our president gonna be in this meeting. Well, for the guest, I would like to tell who our president is. Our president is someone who, after completing Master of Commerce, Master of Philosophy from Gujarat University, and Master of, the president has changed for this meeting. Our president is someone who is an engineer by education, an entrepreneur by profession, and a public speaker by passion. He has represented UAE and Oman cricket team at international levels. A versatile and charismatic personality, a problem solver, a team leader, and a very down-to-earth person. He has served our club as a sergeant at arms, VP membership, president, and currently he is the area director of Area J1 of Toastmasters International. Please help me welcome with round of applause our beloved Toastmaster Jayesh. Toastmaster Jayesh. Toastmaster Jayesh, over to you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you very much, Toastmaster. He is the sergeant at arms. So there are 7 roles, and I call them, when I was the president, my lucky 7. Do you have a lucky 7? Do you? Have you watched the banner of Toastmasters? Have you seen the
Jayesh,
banner?
I'm sorry. You're not audible. I'm sorry.
Now I'm audible.
There are the glitches. The voice is breaking.
That is why we tell you to come on the physical platform.
Yeah. Can you move the table towards you? Close. Yeah. So that it would be. Yes.
Now I'm audible.
Yeah. This is much better. Thank you so much.
There are few glitches when we go hybrid. Fantastic. What does Toastmasters International do? Anyone? What does Toastmasters International tell you? Where leaders are made. And what else does Toastmasters give you? Toastmasters teach. What does Toastmasters give you? Platform for development. Leadership. And also network. Absolutely network. Well, you know, a person sitting right at the back, once he told me, Toastmasters is a platform where you can network. And your network is your network. So let me ask the very experienced Toastmaster present here, at the end of this, the backbencher. So DPM, the distinguished Toastmaster, Kushal, why Toastmasters? What do you get out of Toastmasters? So I'm going to be listening to every person saying this. We start Toastmasters for learning public speaking and communication skills. Over the time, we come out here and learn leadership skills. For me, it has been drastically. For me, from communication to leadership, it has come to a place where I make friends for life. For many Toastmasters who I can call up 2 a.m. in the night. Not that I call them. Again. Then a place where positivity gives you strength for the coming week. Then often today, I would say Toastmasters is a place not just where I network, gain my intelligence into my network, but a place which keeps me going, not just in public speaking, communication, personal, professional, all other arenas relevant. One most important part of Toastmasters for the newbies out here, I would say, is the listening skill. To develop listening skills, you will grow in your profession like never before, in your relationships like you have never imagined. That is true. Well said. Okay, before we proceed, just want to tell you, whosoever comes onto this platform, we are going to greet them with clap. The second rule is, if you're not smiling, then you're not going to become a good Toastmaster. So, always have a good, broad smile. Am I right, Toastmaster Hardik? We need to
Indeed.
Let me ask, I've asked the experienced person. Let me ask a new member who has recently joined us how she feels on being a part of Toastmasters and why have you joined? Toastmasters part. Yeah, anything.
I've joined, I just covered the science paper and this part of it, but I've joined to improve upon my communication skills and to sharpen my thoughts. And it's just been 2 sessions till now. One was just as a demo for me, and second as I joined as a Toastmaster. Wow. This is the third one that I've been taking. So I'm looking forward to what I can get from that.
Amazing. Give a round of applause. Why Toastmasters? There's a person named Ral Medley. He started this organization when Toastmasters was big. He started in the year 1924. We're going to complete 1 century in Toastmasters just 2 years left. And you guys are going to be a part of that historical milestone that Toastmasters. Why he started? Let me tell you, he started this amazing organization because people were not able to raise toasts during marriages, funerals, marriage functions, or family functions, or any other function. That is why he started Toastmasters. And now Toastmasters has grown up to more than 1,600 clubs around the globe, and more than 4 lakh members are a part of this great family known as Toastmasters. As Toastmasters Shubham has already mentioned about the mission statement, let me tell you guys here that we not only commit mistakes, but we learn from those mistakes from this platform, not by any teacher, not by any experienced member, by your own self. So are you ready to become a great Toastmaster? Yes. Any one trick, How can you become a good public speaker? Public speaker. How can you become a good public speaker? Persistent. Persistent. All right. Consistency and doing the practice. All right. Fantastic. Everyone has given good answers. I was expecting that for you. Absolutely. But how can you become a good speaker? By committing mistakes. Committing mistakes. By good listening. Good listening. Absolutely. Bingo. So if you want to become a good speaker, you need to become a great listener, especially to the married men that are sitting here. You might be knowing you need to become a good listener at home, and you can become a good speaker. So, without any further ado, we don't have any guests today in the meeting. We have one. All right. We have Grishma. Yes, absolutely. Yes, Grishma, can we know about you? Your introduction, your name, and how did you come about to know about Toastmasters? Krishna, can you hear me? Shubham, can you help me?
Yes, 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 I can hear you.
Yes, please.
Yes, so very good evening to all of you. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, very good evening to all of you. And I'm Grishma. I am from Gandhinagar. And I am aware about the Toastmasters since 2020. I'm from Gandhinagar and I am aware about the Toastmasters since 2020. And I really want to come this place as I see you are offline. Currently, you are in offline mode. So I feel I have to be there because offline is different experience. And I have attended many time Toastmaster Club, and currently I am working with TCS Gandhinagar, and I wanted to be part of Toastmasters. Thank you.
Amazing. Please give a round of applause to our guest. We are looking forward to your presence at the offline platform, Grishma, and looking forward to meeting you. Do you know the theme for the day? Anyone? No one knows. It's totally fine because the person who is going to come up with the theme, he has been in. You know Tony Robbins? Who is Tony Robbins? Tony Robbins, famous author. Huh? Famous author. Famous author. Okay. He's not an author. Okay.
Not just an author.
Okay.
He's a life coach.
Life coach. All right. And motivational speaker and life coach. Motivational speaker, life coach. Amazing. That is what we come to learn here at Toastmasters, isn't it? So, a person who has met Tony Robbins, how I'll tell you, because by profession, he's a businessman. Of what? What he does? He is a businessman of industrial roofing sheet. By passion, he is a certified life coach from the Institute of World's #1 coach, that is Tony Robbins. And he helps people achieve the SNH. What is this SNH? He helps people achieve S for success and H for happiness. Please let me welcome the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Harsh.
Thank you so much, President, for such a warm introduction. So, guys, have you wondered when you are alone sometimes that your life is for happiness and joy, but the bucket of life is filled by lots of sufferings and problems? Have you anytime wondered?
Yes.
Right. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, we are going to have a theme of magic in your life, right? So before proceeding to my theme, just one example I would like to share how I created this magic. right? In last session, there was a speech by Toastmaster Hardik, which was very inspirational to beat the procrastination. And I declared myself that in next meeting I will be either taking Toastmaster of the day or a speech. So I declared and I was accountable. And 2 days after meeting, our Toastmaster Vikram, who is Vice President Education, called me that what role are you taking? Now my mind had no option but to commit one of the two which I personally committed. So within that moment, I committed that I will be taking the PMOD role, and that was magic. What was the magic formula? Just declare it and be accountable and just do what you committed. And today, by end of 7, I would have successfully completed TMOD role. So no one can prevent from creating this magic, right? That's itself a magic formula. So this is the first, I think if you follow this much, who can prevent you from magic? Right? Just declare it and commit it. That's it. That is the formula for magic, which I follow. Right now, who wants to have such a life where magic, joy, and happiness, you don't have to chase, but it will chase you. Who wants to follow this life? Who wants to live that life? Right? Everyone? Okay, fine. Everyone wants to live that life, right? So for that we need to have some energy, like Toastmaster Jay told that we need to have smile. So let's have a smile and we will stand up and we will have one round of clapping. So we can have such state also. Let's have a huge round of applause for yourself. Right? So if we want to create magic, first we need to have that body posture, right? Fine. And by today's session, I promise you that you will have a formula to create magic in your life, in all the areas, health, relations, wealth, abundance. What area? What are the areas of life? Yes. What are the areas of life? Important area. Health. Right? So I promise you will have access to creating magic in your health. What else? Wealth. So it's my promise you will have access to magic in area of wealth. How would it be? How will it be? Wonderful, right? You can have 2x, 3x wealth after this session alone. Right? It will be worth 5x the price we paid. What else? Yes. Knowledge. Okay, great. So definitely access to knowledge as well. 2x, 3x your knowledge. How would it be? It would be great. Great, right? What else? Who would like to share? I mean, family. Wow, amazing. So you will have intimate relations with your family. Right? What else? Happiness. Right. So in happiness also create magic. What else? Our area director. Which are the important areas of our life?
Everything.
Breathe the air. Right. So what if you can breathe the air with magic? Amazing, right? So by evening, end of the meeting, you will have that power. Right? Is it too much? No, right? It will be possible. I am going to share the journey which created and gave me this answer. Fine. So before proceeding the meeting, now it's a Toastmasters meeting. So it is divided into 3 segments. The first segment is prepared speeches, where our dynamic speaker would have prepared the speeches and will deliver the amazing content. That's very exciting. The second is very favorite table topic section, which is my personal favorite, and it has given me the power to speak here, which I'm speaking right now. session. Table topic is most exciting session of our entire meeting. And the third segment, our presiding officer told that to be a very great speaker, what we need is consistency and all that thing. But if I deliver poor speech here, I'm consistently delivering poor speech, will I be a great speaker? If I keep practice, but don't improve, what will happen? So that's why we have a third segment, that is evaluation. We will take the feedback, improve, and then rock it again. What if I deliver speech, improve it, again deliver, improve it, again deliver, improve it, again deliver? Will I be at that level? Yes, so our Toastmasters and dynamic directors, DT and Kushal, all are at that level. Our Toastmaster Vikram, or lot of people are here. Right? So the key is action, improve, again action. Remove the things which are not working and add the things which are working. And that's the best way to get the results and create value. So to help me evaluate this meeting, we have a general evaluator of the day. Who he is? He is very dynamic entrepreneur and a change maker with 15 years of experience in global technology consulting and social arena. He is also a problem solver and working for small change in society that can have long-term major impact over billions of lives. So without further ado, please help me welcome Toastmaster Hardik. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harsh. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. So how many of you have read, please raise your hand, or heard about this book called Good to Great by Jim Collins? Wow, many of you, including Jayesh from back there. Awesome, great. So that is what the role of G and our team is today. According to this book, Good to Great, always we need to work into our process, system, and people and organize them in a such a way so that we can go to the next level. And for this job, along with 3 key team players, we are going to evaluate the entire session and come up with constructive feedback so that the next meeting we would be to the greatest level. So first, the key role player for that team is a timer. And who is the timer today? Is someone who has just completed his pathway in the last meeting. Amazing leader, a thoughtful leader, coach, and mentor for this club. By education, he is an engineer, and by profession, he is an entrepreneur. And by passion, he is a public speaker. He has represented UAE and Oman cricket teams at international levels. He is a versatile and charismatic personality, a problem solver, a team player, avid reader. You can see that he knows Good to Great as well. And definitely, I can tell you, based on every one of us interaction, he is a down-to-earth person. Sorry for a little bit longer introduction, but I think definitely he deserves it. He served as SAA, VP membership, president, and currently serving as the area director for our district in the Toastmaster Club. Please let us welcome our timer as Jayesh, please.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Hardik. I'm sorry you guys seeing me again. I hope you enjoyed this session as well. All right. What is that four-letter word which is very important in life? No. Which is that most important four-letter word, which is really, really important in your life? And it is hope. If you have hope, you will have extra TIME, time. Because you're demotivated. And if you don't have hope, the time will pass and pass. And you will feel there is no hope. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to play the role as the timer today. So, I'm going to note down each and every role player, whosoever is coming on the stage, how much they're speaking for. So, as mentioned by our Toastmasters today, we have 3 sessions. The first session, we have the prepared speeches, wherein the speakers are going to come here, and I can see there is one icebreaker speech as well. The icebreaker speech will be from 4 to 6 minutes. At 4 minutes, I'm going to show the green card. At 5 minutes, the yellow card. And at the 6th minute, I'm going to show the red card. After the red card is shown, 30 seconds of grace period will be given to the speaker to conclude the speech. For the other speakers, those who are not giving the icebreaker, the time allotted to them is 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I'm going to raise the yellow card. At 7 minutes, I'm going to raise the red card. And again, you guys are going to get 30 seconds of grace period. This is done for the first session. The second session, the adrenaline rush session, the table topic session, we're going to have 1 to 2 minutes. The people are going to come here and speak for 1 to 2 minutes. And it is compulsory with everyone to at least speak for 1 minute. So at 1 minute, I'm going to raise the green card, 1.5 minutes, the yellow card, and at 2 minutes, the red card. You can say it with me. And 30 seconds of grace period will be given to you. And the last session, the breakfast for the champion, that is the evaluation. The evaluators will be given 2 to 3 minutes for their evaluation for the speeches. At 2 minutes, the green card. At 2.5 minutes, the yellow card. And at 3rd minute, I'm going to show the red card and 30 seconds of grace period. I'm going to be back when the versatile journal evaluator will be back with my time. Over to you, journal evaluator.
Thank you, Timer Jayesh. Indeed, that's informative. It is one of those special days in the club today where we are going to have 2 amazing icebreaker speeches. And to help to evaluate as part of Good to Great team, the next person in our team is going to be acting as AHA counter. And who is that AHA counter today? Is our first Parth Panchal, someone who is a software developer and believe himself as a sports person. He is a fitness enthusiast and he loves to play cricket. So let's welcome Parth Panchal as our AHA counter.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hardik. Good evening, all the Toastmasters and guests. My name is Parth Panchal and I am software developer. Today, my role is a counter. I will count the overused words like and okay and those words, and also I count the trailer sound like and etc. And by end of the meeting, I will share my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Parth Panchal. Finally, we are going to have a key player, the third key player as our grammarian for this meeting. And who is that grammarian today that we have? He is a technical lead in the data science domain in Blue Pie Consulting in Ahmedabad. He's a very young person, recently joined the club, and he's a very promising speaker that all of we have observed. He has completed his master's from Ahmedabad University, and his hobbies includes reading, writing, tennis, and meditation. Please welcome our grammarian Parth Gadodia.
Thank you, Toastmasters. Very good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. As a grammarian, I will carefully pay attention to all of you, all of the speakers, and listen to their language usage. I will take note of improper usage as well as outstanding word notes, sayings, and thoughts. As a grammarian, it is my duty to introduce the word of the day. So, word of the day, please listen carefully, is truculent. Truculent, which means aggressively self-assertive, eager or quick to fight. An example, a mother could say, my youngest child is truculent and difficult to deal with. Also, I will be introducing phrase of the day. Today's phrase of the day is zero in on, meaning to direct all of our attention to someone or something. Let me give you an example. A businessman could say, we must decide our target segment and then zero in on it. So I hope that this thing is clear, and I will give my final grammar report when called upon during the meeting. I will encourage each of the speakers to use this word of the day and phrase of the day as much as possible. I have already phrase of the day is zero in on. The meaning is to direct all of our attention to someone or something. An example is, as a businessman, I can say, we must decide our target segment and then zero in on it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, grammarian Parth Panchal. Here is a hi from a future Australian Toastmaster, Mitansh, to all of you. Now, hi, hello, this is Mitansh, future Toastmaster. My nephew is here, so he's saying hi. Now, back to our TMOD for further. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hardik, for such a warm introduction of all the roles and helping this meeting with evaluation. Right. Your son is really cute. Wonderful. Also, he will help us evaluate. Fine, on a lighter note. So, let's back to our theme. Are you guys ready? We must be truculent to have the results of this in our life. So let's be zero in on our theme, that is creating magic. Are you guys committed? Yeah. The knowledge which I am about to share is such a powerful knowledge that I must need to give some what to say that some warning for what caution. Yes, that use it at your own risk and take all the positives and throw away all the things which you feel it's not used it, right? Because the thing which I am going to share, it can be also debatable. It's not the truth, it cannot be true. It may be truth, it may not be truth for everyone, right? So use it at your own risk. So that's what I need to disclaimer. Yes, disclaimer I need to give, because the stuff which I am going to share is so much powerful stuff. It has literally changed a lot of people's life who have access to this knowledge. and it's about to change your life, right? So it's not that simple information. It can literally change your entire life. Are you guys ready then?
Yes.
Okay. Amazing. So back in 2018, I was in one of the meetings where I had attended meeting to make my life workable and more effective. So I was sitting with my seatbelt on to get the information which can change my life. So my mentor, trainer, whatever we can call, he was about to deliver the best of the best ingredient which change people's life, right? So that can change all the areas. Let me write this here. I'm using this page. What are the areas? So these are the few areas which I have written. I have not written all the areas. Right. So he was saying that consider the complaint you have in this area. Any complaint, any blaming or any justifications you have in this area. So let's take for example, let's take our job or business. Let's take our work area, right? So any complaints you have, right? You are saying to us, imagine all the complaints you have. For example, let me share, I had a complaint that I also have that I have very low profit margin. That is complaint that customers are negotiating too much, right? Those saying that considers a lot of complaints you have. Okay. Fine. Then all people were saying lot of different complaints. Like my mother-in-law is too much rigid. My husband is not giving me time. That's why my marriage life is struggling. My boss is so much rigid, I can't do anymore in this job. All the complaints people were sharing, right? And then he shared one thing that literally blew my mind away. What he told. That all this complaint, all the justifications or all these blamings which you have, which you don't want in your life, right? Anybody wants blaming complaints in their life? He told who is responsible for all this complaints? Ourselves, right? He was asking and they told outside world is responsible for all these complaints, right? Outside world, my mother-in-law is responsible, my boss is responsible, life is responsible, God has done unjustice, right? Okay. Then whose complaint it is? It's our complaint, right? And whose mind is it occupying? Our mind is it occupying, right? If I give you example of cricket match, that you are a captain of your team and some 2-3 champions or maybe players are not performing. If you are Rohit Sharma, 2-3 players are not performing, what you will do? What you will do? Yes, exactly. Change them, right? You will immediately replace them because you are here for performance. And if you are not able to perform with them, you will take some action and change them. But what if captain is not changing that person? What if they continue to keep them in team who are dropping the catches, doing misfielding, not performing, and they are responsible for making team lose? What will be the effect? Captain will be replaced. Yes, captain can be replaced, and the thing is, captain was taking life from someone, right? So similarly, we are having complaints in our life and we are not doing anything. That means because you are taking some bribe. Question खुल जाए. Am I taking bribe? Yes, he told you are taking bribe because his captain keeps loser in his team. He is taking bribe only. Otherwise, he won't. If you are keeping blaming and the excuses in your life, you won't keep unless you are getting some reward for that. So, all the complaints, blames, and which are preventing you from achieving the result, you are getting a bribe. Is it true? Right? You are getting some temporary bribe which is costing you long-term results performance. Right? So just continue to indulge in the inquiry. What is the bribe? What is this all thing I'm saying? What is the thing which you are saying? I was also wondering, and then I will come and share what exactly.
Hello, Vikrant. I'm sorry, he's got mute. Hello, Vikrant, can you hear me? Harsh is mute now. Hello,
Yes,
Harsh. Okay, now he's back. Harsh was
yeah.
mute.
When the first speaker is someone who has completed from Ahmedabad University, is looking forward for masters in hydraulics and pneumatics field. He has also completed his half research. He loves traveling, music, and watching movies. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Ludwig. But before his speech, I would like to call upon this evaluated Toastmaster Ajit to read out his speech out.
Good evening. Toastmaster is giving his level 1 speech from the pathway presentation mastery. The objective of this speech is to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. The title of the speech is The Concentrated 3 Hours. The Concentrated 3 Hours. Timer, please note, it is a 5 to 7 minute speech. All the rest will be.
Concentrated 3 hours. Toastmaster is concentrated 3 hours. So, good evening, all the Toastmasters and guests. From my speech topic, to understand what is I'm going to talk is a topic which is very related to success. But after which I felt the power of concentration is very important for any living being. And here I am talking about living being instead of human being. So, for example, does anyone know that what is the speed of Persian falcon when it dips back mean in print, what it means in print. How many? It's too much. It's little less, almost around 300 kilometers, but still it's very fast. So imagine what happens if the falcon does not concentrate enough. It may hit the rock, it may hit the trees, it may hit the water surface, and if such scenario happens, the falcon's flight would immediately go. So concentration is a life. Let's get back to my childhood. I did my schooling from the HP Kapadia school. Now in HP Kapadia school, we had the second mid-year examination almost at the end of the January. Now I also born on the 29th January. So when I was in my school, every year my heart had to fight with my brain because my heart said, my brain said that you have exams, you don't need to study hard because this is just mid-year examination. You will have after 3-4 months your finals work there. But my heart said that you have to put more effort. You have to work hard. So my situation was like I neither focus on my exam, nor I focus on my work. My parents knew that. And I remember that when I was in the third grade, the next day I had an exam of environment. Now it was the subject environment. However, it was full of facts. It was full of data. The book was very thick, and I knew that I had to work very hard for the whole day to study for the next day examination. Now, but I was not in the mood. I was preparing. I knew I could do that if I worked very hard for the whole long day, but I was not in the mood because that was my birthday. So my parents came and they told me that, son, how is your preparation going? I said, well, I am doing it, but I am not concentrating enough. And they knew that, so they said that let's have a deal. Now we should always enjoy when there is some fun days. And I was very succulent, and even I was in the third grade at that time. So the negotiation began. After some negotiation, we decided that we were, as soon as I complete my whole syllabus, they would bring me to the shop where where they will get me whatever I want. Now the preparation began. One chapter complete, second chapter complete, third chapter complete, half a syllabus complete, and miraculously, in just 3 hours, the whole syllabus complete. Now imagine, it was the same syllabus which required for a third grade period the whole day to complete, and I did it in only 3 hours. It was amazing. Everyone was surprised. The next day I gave exam. And yeah, before that, our promise was promised. So my father and I went to the science city. There is a shop where I bought a small telescope which was in our budget because I was always fascinated by physics. So we bought it. Next day I gave my exam, and a few days passed. Now after some days, my result came. Now the result came, and my parents and I went to the meeting. Now, the second miracle happened. Miracle was that I got in that environment subject 89 out of 100 marks. I did it in just 3 hours that subject. Now, it was not only that. I also got 5th rank in that subject in the whole third grade. Everyone was surprised. I was very joyful at that time. It was amazing experience. Now, in the present day, whenever I think about that topic, whenever I introspect myself and think about that, I realize and I believe more and more about the power of concentration. Now, that's why after some time, I read a book called The Power of Focus. Have anyone read that book, The Power of Focus? Well, it is amazing book. It is very scientifically written, the proper way to achieve some good focus in your life. And I recommend all of you because it does not only help in your professional life, it makes you efficient and it will also improve your personal life as well. So for me, there are miles to go for achieving mastering focus, but I am doing it. At the end, I would like to conclude my speech by the best advice on the subject power of concentration which I got is wherever you are, be there. Be there. Thank you.
Well done. So, 30 seconds for feedback to speech of Toastmaster Rupit. So how would you find feedback? Personal check. This number everybody is having. Okay, fine. So everybody can share him on his personal check.
Harsh,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Can you ask anyone to type the word of the day and phrase of the day in the Zoom
Yes.
chat box, please? Thank you.
Definitely. Yes, you can.
Thank you.
So let's move ahead with speaker 2. Who is speaker 2? She has recently joined Toastmasters. She is someone who I personally would like to take mentorship from, considering she is a parenting coach and especially boom baby parenting coach. So I am late as of now. I have 2 kids already. She helps pregnant women learn ancient and scientific Garb Sanskar techniques, and her mission is to give small contribution for the better generation for the better society. And she aspires to be a parenting coach of the parents of kids up to teenage as well. She believes that to make any relation scenario situation better, one has to work only on oneself. She herself is a mother and enjoys all the roles she is playing. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Payal. And before her speech, I would like to call upon his evaluator, Toastmaster Bharat, to read out his object. Over to you.
Good evening, Toastmasters. First, I would like to congratulate Payal with the first offline meeting, and she is going for a live training. She is still in process of searching her pathway, and the purpose of her speech is to introduce herself and why she chose the Toastmasters. Her topic is I am a Chinese bamboo. Over back to you,
Toastmaster Payal, over
a Chinese bamboo.
over a Chinese bamboo, Toastmaster Payal, over a Chinese. And she is delivering her icebreaker, so I request everyone to have a round of applause, standing ovation after her speech. Thank you.
When you give it first, well before, that will motivate me to speak actually. It's okay, I'm just joking. Thank you everyone. Good evening one and all. My name is Payal and basically my roots are in Delhi. I'm indebted to my parents to provide me the best possible education over there besides financial grant. I did my graduation and post-graduation in Delhi and I became a trained elementary teacher. I taught in one of the renowned schools in Delhi and then our family tree shifted to Surat permanently. I was over there also as a teacher and later on I realized there is a great need and demand for spoken English and personality development classes in Surat. So I opened my own classes in Surat. It worked for 9 months and then I got married. My career took a backseat since then. Talking about my family, I have loving parents, 2 sisters, children and extended families who have always showered love on me and have cherishable memories of my childhood. Talking about my marriage life, it seems that everything took a U-turn after marriage. Everything was topsy-turvy in the first 2 years of my marriage, but later on, gradually things started settling. Gradually, I understood that it is all a game of expectations. The more they are higher, the more Cold War goes on. And gradually, as we zero in that this is the problem and we go into acceptance mode, then everything becomes smoother, happier, and healthier. I realized in 12 years of my marriage that people are not bad, they are just different. They are different from you because of their experiences, their upbringing, and their situation. Once we start accepting the people they are, embracing their differences, and enjoying the commonality, living together becomes a cakewalk. And the cherry on that cake is a baby who brings the happiness and who binds the couple together as well as the two families together. We are blessed with Goddess Lakshmi in the form of our 9-year-old daughter. She is the one who brought happiness to our family, our life. She is precisely named by her father as Khushi. She is the one who is the best companion, a friend forever, a secret keeper, and a motivator. If I'm able to work in my free time, it's all because of her support, though she's just 9 years old. I love to learn and lead. Self-development is my passion, and I'm making it into my profession. I've recently begun my journey as a certified home baby parenting coach, and presently I'm coaching 4 pregnant women online. It's my mission to reach up to 100,000 pregnant women and help them create wonder child in their womb by ancient and scientific cultural techniques which I followed myself when I was expecting. This is going to be just mere beginning of my career, and I aim to be a parenting expert. So it's too early to get coached from me. I must tell you that because I'm just beginning my journey. I have a YouTube channel in the name of Firefly Coaching. Right now, I'm not posting on that, but you can refer for that parenting tips, whatever I have learned till now from my own experience. And I wish to make a big school like Mind Valley. This vision I had when I had just started my spoken English and personality development classes, but it would happen now. It just might be, it will happen. Well, I've chosen parenting as my niche because I think my life revolves around my daughter and I'm a homemaker. I belong to a business class, well-to-do family. So it is expected to take care of home responsibilities and child needs first, and then move out if you have time for your passion. As an ambitious girl, I would have taken it with a pinch of salt, and but I took it as a blessing in disguise. I thought it's the best way. What could be better than working from comfort of your home, taking care of your little angels, fulfilling home responsibilities, and yet make a multi-million business? Yes, coaching has that scope. So my train is just getting ready to take off. So I'll be doing well with God's grace and everyone's blessing. Talking about why I joined Toastmasters, the reason is I'm embarking on this journey as a Toastmaster, as a life coach. So I want to hone my skills, my listening and speaking skills because they are must for a coach. I want to sharpen my saw and mesmerize people with great communication skills as a public speaker. As a byproduct, I expect it to help me to improve tonality of my speech because I sound rude to people at times, especially family members. So for mental peace of mind and them, I want to change it. Thereby, I feel Toastmaster can help me in my personal as well as professional life. Recently, in a very candid conversation, my husband asked that your sister is a CA, your brother is a software engineer, but you didn't become manager. I said, I'm a Chinese bamboo. He asked me curiously what do you mean? I said, well, when you plant a Chinese bamboo, it doesn't grow in the first 4 years. Though you get the whole fertilizers and the water, it breaks through the ground. about my strengths and weaknesses over a period of time. And I'm watering myself and nurturing so that I can grow and prove that I'm a shining bamboo. I need your blessing that I can prove that in the next 2 years. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, so 30 seconds for feedback. I hope everybody has her number in the group. जो आगे बैठा हो everybody please smile everyone. I also take it. I could literally relate myself that I have also completed life coach. I have also started my YouTube channel and not posting any videos as of now. I could literally relate. And I have also not begun my journey as a life coach as of now. Because I am also somewhat stuck here. In all complaints and some other things. Fine. So now it's time to call upon speaker 3. Third speaker of our day. Who is he? He is Toastmaster, as a businessman, leader, and passionate about communication. He loves to change in people and constantly strives for the change in himself. He has done his engineering and MBA from Hyderabad. He is also currently involved in his family business of electrical contracting. He has also been a member of ATM Club and served as a sergeant at arms. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Ruchi. But before this, I would like to call upon his evaluator, Toastmaster, to allow him to speak on this.
Good evening, everyone. Toastmaster Ruchi is going to give a speech from the pathway effective coaching, and his project is to give a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply that feedback in his next speech. He is going to give L1, H2. Time for me, the timer is 5 to 7 minutes, and his speech title is Are You Visionary? All the very best. Thank you.
Toastmaster Ruchi, are you listening? Are you listening, Toastmaster?
Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here. And I also want to thank all my mentors and Toastmaster Vikram for spending the time that he has given. So let me start by talking about Steve Jobs. I'm sure everyone has heard about Steve Jobs, right? So when Steve Jobs was a young kid, his father actually told him to go outside and paint the fence. So Steve Jobs went outside and painted the fence. And then his father asked him, did you paint the fence? And Steve Jobs said, yes, I did painted the fence. And then his father inspected the fence and asked Steve Jobs that you have done a great job by painting the outside of the fence, but you haven't painted the inside of the fence. And then Steve asked his father that what's the point of painting the inside of the fence? Nobody's going to look at it, right? Why the hell do I paint it? And then his father said, Steve, we are going to look at it. Okay? Steve, we are going to. So today I wanted to talk to you about something that we are going to do today. And we are going to do some inner work today. And this is not some kind of a mystical thing. It is more often a neglected kind of a thing. But talking back about Steve Jobs. Now, the one thing that Steve Jobs had
was the ability to see where the industry is going. And this kind of people build a perception in them. What they are really doing is that they are visionary. Okay, and let me talk to you something about myself. When I was 27 or 28 years of my life, 27 or 28 years of my age, I was completely confused. I had no idea where to go in my life. I had no clue what to do. But then something happened, and then a sort of clarity started coming into my life. And the one thing that I want you guys to do today is an exercise which would help us to follow our vision. Like the ma'am here has a vision of reaching 1,000 parents and stuff like that. So I've also given you a sheet of paper for that. So the first exercise that we want to do is an exercise on courage. Now Mahatma Gandhi once told that it is easy to stand in a crowd, but it is difficult to stand alone. And on a funnier note, someone said that it is easy to stand alone and it is difficult to stand in a crowd. You know who said that? COVID-19. Yes. So when I went first time on the stage, I was going for table topic, and I was in ATM club, and only random words would come out of my mouth. And we all know that it requires courage to go beyond your fears. But courage, my friend, is an exercise. You need to exercise for courage. So the first thing that we are going to do today is a small exercise on courage. I don't know where my phone is, but anyway, so what we are going to do is I want all of you to close your eyes. I will give you the instruction. I want you to close your eyes. Thank you so much. And then I want you to imagine a moment of courage, or feel that courage is coming out of you. And then I'm going to put on some music, and then we are going to make a move. Okay, a simple move like this. And when we do that move, I want all of you to have that moment of courage with you. Okay, and what it is going to do is it is going to condition you for that. So I'm going to put on some music. I'm going to give you, let's say, 30 seconds for that. I want to stand up, guys. Stand up. It's okay. Close your eyes and imagine a moment of courage. That day when you really broke through. That day when you were bold. Whether it failed, whether it passed, doesn't matter. It's the question of bringing courage up. That's it. Thank you so much. And now on a count of 3, we'll do that move. Okay, at that moment. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Hey! One more time. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Hey! Awesome. Give it a round of applause for yourself. Because what we have really done is we have installed courage in ourselves. Okay? And now let's go to vision. Because courage is one ingredient which would help us to follow our vision. So have you heard about Michelangelo? Yeah. So Michelangelo is one of the greatest sculptors of all time. And once Michelangelo was given a discarded piece of marble, and every other artist considered that piece of marble to be garbage. But Michelangelo created a masterpiece out of that called David. And on a personal note, when I was looking at the images of David, tears fell out of my eyes. So my question is, what is vision? Anyone? What you can foresee? Yes. Anyone else? Something you want to be. Exactly. What you can foresee, something you want to be. So vision is what you really want to be, or how you want your future to look like. So what we are going to do today is I've given you a piece of sheet. We have a piece of paper. We are going to create a 6-month vision for ourselves. There are like few areas as those TM already said, there are areas of family, relationship, wealth, and others. But I want you to take care of 3 things. When you create your vision, articulate in a clear and be specific about that vision. For example, let's say you want to make 50 lakhs rupees a year. So be clear.
have that number, how you are going to do that. Also, the number two thing that I want you to do is have a reason why you want to have that vision. And number three is see that you have achieved that vision and how that feeling looks. Okay, so I'll give you a piece of paper. If you don't have pen, just internalize it, and I'll give you like you can give you 45 or 30 seconds to it. Clear music. You can have a vision on relationship. You want to go more deeper into relationship. You want to make your partner to experience something, or you want your health to be taken as next step. So I think we have 5 more seconds maximum. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry for really less time, but you can work this post the meeting, and thanks so much for your time.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uchir, for such a wonderful speech and literally creating our vision in just 5 minutes and changing the course for the next year and entire life. Great, great. I see lot of bamboo trees who Toastmaster will nurture and plant and water, and they will create a huge bamboo tree. So please 30 seconds for feedback. Fine. So now it's our timer. All the speakers are qualified, right? So let's have best voting for the best speaker. We have 3 speakers: Toastmaster Rudwig, Toastmaster Fire, and Toastmaster Rishi. Yeah, you need to vote to Toastmaster.
Harsh, I am sorry, you are muted. Whom to send the vote? Hello? Harsh, can you hear me?
Yeah, Toastmaster.
Harsh,
Yes.
Yes.
can you repeat? You were muted. Where to send the vote?
Yeah, you can send to Toastmaster Rudwig's number.
Okay, thank you.
Let me write SPTC. Can't you have a polling? Shubham is not there. So you can give the vote to the person who is not taking any vote. I think so. A person who is not taking any vote should take a vote. Who is not taking a vote? Rahul is not.
Yes, Toastmaster Vikram, but his mobile is here. You can give it to me.
Sorry?
But now already votes are being done, right?
After this, for the best evaluator and vote player and daily public speaker, he will go.
Otherwise, he is not participating in any of the other songs.
I think.
So everybody has voted.
for your feedback. So now let's go ahead. Fine. So it's now time. Complain. Complaining, blaming, and justifications which we are having, right? We all know as a Toastmasters, we are responsible for the complaints, right? We all know. But the thing that you are saying that you are taking a bribe, that literally confused a lot of people, including me. What the hell this person is saying? Am I taking bribe? My customer are not paying me on time and you are saying that I am taking a bribe from you? What the hell is thinking? Right? The same thing must be going on in your mind. Right? And not only bribe, but you missing out on promotions, you are missing out on happiness, you are missing out on your effectiveness, right? You are missing out on your effectiveness. You are missing out on fully expressing yourself because you are taking bribe. What this can be, right? So he told that our mind is such a selfish mind, such a selfish mind that without a purpose, it won't give you a space. Will you give space to garbage in your home? Only to get it thrown away next to it, right? So similarly, all the garbage mind will throw away, you will throw away, right? We are programmed to throw away the garbages. Then why we are having this complaint, blame, and justification? Why are not throwing away, right? BP education is saying to take up the role of TMOD. While we are just justifying that we don't have time, we are justifying ourselves. We don't have time. We are busy, right? Why we just don't grow? Because we are getting right. What that drive is? It is just a survival form of our mind. That is, we can be proving ourselves. Proving ourselves. It can be being right, proving ourselves right, making others wrong, justifying others and blaming other one, and lot of things. In relationship, we want love, but we won't agree with our wife because we want to prove. Don't have time. I will keep proving myself. Right? I will get the price, I will get the payoff. But what the cost I am paying is my relationship is getting happiness is not there. Self-expression is not there, and we are getting with a distance. In wealth, what can be our complaint? Like market has lot of competition, right? This is the biggest complaint of our in the area of wealth, in the area of career, that there is lot of competition, there is no money for everyone, that there are other shop is there in front of us, right? That is the biggest complaint. Baju wala sasta de raha hai. How can I survive? Are we taking that juice? Are we taking that payoff? What that payoff will do is, it will keep our wealth to the same level. Because what we are getting payoff is We are proving ourselves. We are justifying that mark. What will be the result if we keep all the complaints, proving, justifications being right aside? What will we need to do? We need to accept our responsibility and be competitive, get edge of our seat, be innovative and beat that competition. But we don't want to do that because that is uncomfortable. It needs lot of courage exercise. It needs lot of courage. So what we do is be in our fearful mode, not exercise courage muscle and keep complaining, blaming Jessica and keep taking juices. So I just to give you one small exercise to look in this important area, family and career and wealth. What are the complaints you are having and what's the way of your thing? What the cost you are paying. You will take look at cost which you are paying. What's the cost? What's the cost you are paying? Yeah. Say example, if I want to eat 3 burgers, right? That is the biggest. What I will say that कभी कभार चलता है. सब लोग खाते नहीं, जो लोग नहीं खाते उनको भी तो डिसीज होगा. जो लोग कंट्रोल नहीं करते हेल्थ पे, जो लोग स्मोकिंग करते हैं वो भी हेल्दी है. Right? So we keep justifying ourselves. In career, what will say? Our boss is rigid. He doesn't care even. He don't appreciate even if we do good job. So that's why we'll keep underperforming, and that is the cost of our promotion. Right? So we'll further look if we have time, or we'll keep looking in the next session. But for now, it's time for table topic. Right? So, who is the table topic master of today? He is someone who is engineer turned into entrepreneur, currently pursuing his MBA from IIM Lucknow. He loves to travel solo and considers himself a mature photographer. He loves reading books and strongly believes in environment conservation. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Rahul, our topic. Over to you.
Who all is excited? So welcome to the most exciting session of Toastmasters meeting, the table topic session. Every Toastmaster who volunteers to speak in this session would get 1 to 2 minutes to speak on an impromptu topic. You would be assigned a topic here, and you would have to speak on it for 1 to 2 minutes, right? And so timer, please note the duration of it. And so who is ready to volunteer? So yeah, I also encourage that the Toastmasters use the word of the day and phrase of the day in their speech, right? So who would like to volunteer? So Toastmaster first, please. So your topic is one thing that you have always wanted to do, but were too afraid to do. Toastmaster Bharat. His topic is one thing that you have always wanted to do, but were too afraid to do.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. The topic today is one thing I would like to do and I was afraid to do. That's what the topic is, right? So, what are the things which excite us the most? The things which scare us the most. Our brain doesn't know the difference between what's static and what's not static. It knows that when you're scared of something, there is something inside, right? I will give you an example of my life, what I was scared of. Give me a small example. There was a competition on school going on for a debate competition or was speech, right? So in college, in the first year, I thought this is my biggest fear.
and I haven't removed it in my college. So I thought that it's the time to lose the virginity of speaking in the stage. So I went with three of my friends. They said, okay, we will go. And like as we know that what you call a motivational speaker says, yes, yes, you can do it. That was a craze at that time. And doing the craze, I was the first one in three of the friends who went to the stage. And rest other two people, they said no. So I said I'm spot. So I went, and the topic was at the time the topic was books are dying due to internet. I was so scared at that time. I took on the stage and said, books are not dying. And I took a long pause. Not because I'm a good speaker, but because I was scared. And I said, books are not dying. And I look on the stage and say, because they are non-living things. It was a real incident, and that scare was I fought in the time of my college. Thank you very much.
Toastmaster Bharat. So even the guests can participate in this section. So do we have a guest online?
We have guest Grishma.
Right. So guest Krishma, would you like to? I think she's not available. So anybody else who would like to come?
If she is not available, I can try. Give a shot.
Yeah, sure. So Toastmaster Hardik, do you watch IPL?
Sorry?
Do you watch IPL?
Yes, watch IPL, yeah.
Great. So your topic is, if you could buy one IPL team, which team would you buy and why?
Wow, that's one of the favorite questions that I can have it. Which team I can buy and why? I will go with our consistent Captain Cool team, Chennai, Super King Chennai. All of us have seen how Chennai has performed since the beginning. I'm very much fond of. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Hello? Am I audible? Hello? Rahul, am I audible? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Yeah, now it's perfect. I'm sorry, that kind of glitches can happen. In terms of the buying the team, definitely I will go with Chennai Super King because of one factor only and only, Captain Cool. Over the years, the kind of momentum he has created and what we have seen one of the last matches, the way he led the team with example, and in the last ball, he played the six and won the game. Not only the Captain Cool, because of the way he led the team and groomed the players to take the responsibility as and when is needed. That is the key part that I can understand is the responsibility of the team players. Finally, what I like in any company or a team, the most necessary ingredient should be the company culture. Because of the above two, they have created the loyal fans, and that's the culture of that team. That the teammates, though the team wasn't there for last couple of years, they came back and they were wooing for the team. So they have the die-hard fans because of their Captain Cool, who's not there as a captain but still part of the team, the growing teammates, and the culture. Back to you. Thank you.
That's great to know. So CSK is now sold. So anybody else who would like to try? Come on. Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Very good.
So Toastmaster Payal, your topic would be a place you want to travel someday in your life. Yeah.
Well, the place I want to travel is not just one. I want to travel the whole world. Traveling is my passion, which I have not pursued till now. Because my husband is not a global trotter. I wish to be. For that, first I need to earn and then take him from my money. This is my plan. My daughter and I, we both love to travel. So as of now, we have gone to Hong Kong for the honeymoon. And after that, we have traveled to Thailand. I want to travel the whole India first and then go to the whole world. So I cannot say just one place, but yes, I want to go to every nook and corner of India and make my daughter see the culture.
Yeah.
We have also seen the culture just in the books and videos, but not in the reality. I'm basically a North Indian, so I know the North India and now the West, but I haven't traveled to the South ever and East. So I want to cover those areas first, especially showing the universe, unity in diversity, which we've just heard of in the books, but not seen that in the reality. It exists, but we want to experience it in the reality. Traveling is something which gives you the real, the juice of life. You learn about the cultures and the people and adopt those things in your life only when you travel. You cannot get it from those vlogs that you watch. So it's one of my passions which I want to focus. Thank you.
One more. Yeah. Toastmaster part, your topic would be if you win a lottery of 10 crore tomorrow, what would you do with your life?
Very wonderful topic. First of all, I will hire a financial advisor who will take care of some of the portion of it. I don't know how to maximize the returns of the first thing I will do. Second thing I wanted, as in my icebreaker, I also mentioned I wanted to give the library for the kids. So I will kind of hire or maybe kind of find some group of people where, who can help us, who can help me in building the infrastructure for the library and kind of manage all the books and slowly scale it to the entire world. And I guess I can still think of options.
Bitcoin.
Yes, whatever financial advisor says, I will do it. Okay. So yeah, I guess I'm out of thoughts. And yeah, one more. I have this very beautiful idea of playing golf. So I will kind of buy some place on my own that I can use that infrastructure for golf and play. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pawan. That kind of resonates with your icebreaker speech as well, that you want to get alive. So thank you for the session, everybody. So we can have the voting, right? Which
You may conduct the voting.
can we give your vote to the? Alright. Please send your votes to Toastmaster Rutlik. The participants are Toastmaster Bharat, Toastmaster Hardik, Toastmaster Payal, and Toastmaster Pawan. You have to send it to Rutlik. Toastmaster.
Can you show the pattern that is in a TTM is writing that? TTM show.
Please voting it down right.
Someone in the group is missing that they can hear us.
So it's so Toastmaster Hardik, it's voting going on right now. So have you voted Toastmaster Hardik? Can you hear me right now?
Yes, I can hear you. I need to send my vote to Rutvik.
Yeah, Toastmaster Rutvik. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It wasn't audible earlier. Thank you.
Yeah. So, yeah. Go to Toastmaster Hardik.
Thank you so much. You guys enjoyed right? Lot of interesting topics from you. So now I will only take 3 minutes, not more. So timer, I request only 3 minutes. I know we are running out of time because it's very heavy subject which I have taken, and it seems to be interesting as of now, right? Yes, you would like to ask anything? Yes. Just we have very short time. Oh, is it? So I am not interactive. You wanted to keep it interactive. So I would have the second segment also on the same thing because it's too much less time for covering this all the areas, right? So in short, we got that we are responsible, right? If I am as a Toastmaster, forget all the areas. If as a Toastmaster, I am not participating and not coming into the meetings, what I need to say is what's the payoff, what's the bribe I'm paying myself. Most important is I'm avoiding responsibility of my growth. I am living in my comfort zone and I'm justifying myself that I'm too much busy. And what's the cost I'm paying? I would waste all the fees. I would feel guilt inside of me that I'm not participating and I'm not going. I will not solve the overall purpose of being effective speaker. And after the time of renewal comes, I will say that the fees is going waste. I am not producing any result. I am not taking, and I will quit. Like most people, 60-70% of the people quit, and I will also be a quitter. And when after 2 years I see people speaking, I will feel guilt that I didn't took result from Toastmasters. Right? So this is the cost which I will pay. And if I look at the cost, then I will not keep taking this bribe. So what we need to see is cost. When we see that we are giving away land, if he is having a land of 10 crore rupees and he sees that he is giving away 1 lakh rupees, what the cost is? 10 crores into 1 lakh. He is losing almost 9 crore 99 lakhs, right? So if he sees the cost, he will take the bribe. Right? So just consider what are the bribes you are taking in your life and see the cost. And when we stop taking the bribe, what will happen? Yes, area director, what will happen? He took all the bribes away and he is now area director. And this DTM Kushal, he is now vice president education because he took action, he took the responsibility, he took the payoff. He took the responsibility of coming regularly in the meeting, improving and being a champion. And now he's a live example sitting. He's still attending meetings. Why? He could justify that I am an area director. I don't want to attend any meetings. I'm a champion. But he's still attending. He's still taking the role of timer. He's still taking role of time. He's not taking bribes. He's still performing. He's still taking responsibility. He's taking presiding officer role. He's still performing on a higher levels. Right? So just stop taking the bribes, see the cost, and keep performance and create magic, right? If we stop taking the bribes and be in action, will the result follow? No. Yes, exactly. It won't follow until we keep practicing, keep improving, and stop taking bribe. But the gate is closed because we are taking bribe. At least gate will open when we exercise courage. Fear also we are keeping because it's paying off bribe. Fear. We are not developing courage because we want to be in comfort zone. Fear, which is talked most, is cause of our own mind. We want it. We want it. Right? So now it's time to call upon general evaluator of the day to take the meeting further. Over to you, Toastmaster Hardik.
Toastmaster Hardik, you are on mute. You are on mute. Speak anything.
Hardik, can you hear me? You're not audible to us. Hardik, are you?
Can you hear us?
Hardik, can you hear me now? Hardik just left and he's here. So till Hardik comes, and we have the first evaluator. The first evaluator is Toastmaster Rajesh. You may continue.
Toastmaster Udit, you have made a very well organized and very well crafted speech. And you have learned the basic methods of writing a speech and you followed the purpose. And additionally, your reflections were matching with your idea of the speech. That's a great sign. And you started with the speech with a question. That is a good sign. And you tried to connect with the audience. So, and your conclusion was also good. Wherever you are, be there. So, and you maintained a very confident faith. And just to mention the areas of improvement. You could have used more appropriately the stage, and you were looking at the ground many times. That would have been avoided, and you were lacking the voice modulation, and your conclusion could have been more, little bit more. You just put it in 1 or 2 lines. Could have been more. And yes, I just give some of the recommendation. Train for more voice modulation and usage of pause. And you can also use psychological techniques called directed visualization. You can imagine something and explore the mental visualization. Watch the scene before you make the scene. So you can make it more mental rehearsal. That way you can get more reflection. And practice and record your prepared speech at least 5 times. You can watch your body movements and body language, your reflections, your facial expressions. That's it from my side. Overall, it was a very good speech. Congratulations.
and you can work on this recommendation, can become a great speech. Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. I do apologize for the technical glitch. So I am back again. Now I would like to invite our second evaluator. This person is someone who is at present is our club's secretary, and he has also participated in one of the table topic speeches today. He's very energetic, engaging person and has a special way of delivering speeches. Now he is sitting the other side of table and he's going to be the evaluator two for Payal. Please welcome our second evaluator, Bharat Surana. Please welcome Bharat Surana.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Hardik, for such a wonderful introduction. Now, as I'm evaluating today for Toastmasters part, what a icebreaker speech is all about. Nervousness, lack of confidence, an unusual movement of body, and she lacked in all of them. She made her speech with the story of her life. From starting till end, there was a connection. She started with her college life, and then how she married and get turbulence in life. And till the end, we all were not sure what exactly a Chinese, I am a Chinese bamboo is all about. We were not sure. I think she is lacking the topic. But she came with a bang. Let me tell you about her. She was very confident. Her grammar was good. I was able to find grammatical errors in the speech. Her body language, her use of stage, she doesn't look like that it was her icebreaker speech to talk. Now, her biggest forte is language. As she's a teacher, her language is her forte, and she proved it over the years. Her voice was very stable throughout. There was not a single sign of nervousness.
Yes.
Use of stage, everything was going good as you see about a icebreaker speech. It was more than that. If I recommend something, I think you should assume that it is a speaker who has spoken at least 8 to 10 times. So whatever recommendation I am giving right now, it's for an excellent speaker. The thing which I think was the voice modulation. It's not right to see in the icebreaker, that's why I said it's for 8 or 10 speech, the voice modulation. If the voice modulation when you were down, you put your voice a bit down, so people can get connected. Overall, the speech was excellent. Nothing what on my side I can say that you should do this or that. Keep practicing and keep.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat Surana. Hello, am I audible? Hello. Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat Surana. Now going towards our third evaluator today. Wow.
Problem Toastmaster, they can understand whenever we come to a hybrid setup, always face this kind of issue. The time we may start the clock. Effective by our very own Toastmaster. He talked about visioning and he was helping us vision on the 5 aspects that is already listed in the sheet. He talked about Steve Jobs, about the conversation that Steve Jobs had with his parents. Inside of the fence should be painted on the outside of the fence, and why the inside was being painted. Because parents told that we are going to look at. He also talked about the courage. Does anyone remember the seven-letter word? Courage that was talking. I really love your speech, Toastmasters, because you were having eye contact from this person till Toastmaster front, and from the front again. You engrossed everyone, the whole of audience in your speech. You also had the hand gestures that I mostly look into in a speaker. You told us about courage. You didn't even You did not even tell us about it. You also exercised how can we practice courage in our life. Help us imagine the magic of courage. Isn't it so fun? I really loved one very good aspect of his speech is that he interacted with your audience by asking questions. But what I felt, there were few recommendations that I can give you. When you spoke about the transition speech of the parents, that the inside of the friendship has been colored, if you could have added voice modulation, like, we are going to look at it, isn't it? And the second instance, when you talked about we need to exercise courage, you could have mentioned we need to exercise courage. If these kind of voice modulation would have been added here, would have created a greater impact. I felt there was less talk about the exercise that you had mentioned. If you could have listened to more of that, that would have been great. The vision in shape. It was very well prepared, though. I also felt that you ended your speech at the very last second of your qualification time. I felt if there could have been more preparation, would have been great. And the transition between the quotes would have been, emphasized a bit more. Nevertheless, you are a great speaker. I hope that you will take your feedback in a very nice way. And all the best for your approach. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jayesh, for such an engaging and informative evaluation report. Now, going forward, I would like to invite our timer for today, Toastmaster Jayesh again.
Toastmaster, it's okay, don't worry. Can you do one thing for me? Because if you're not audible, we will not be able to listen to your CV report. If you can share it with me, I will announce it here.
Can you hear me now?
You're not at all audible. You can share the points with me. I will do the honors. Right?
Okay.
Call me once the report is being done. You can call me and take it of the speaker. Is it okay, Toastmaster Hardik? You can show it with a thumbs up.
Can you hear me?
I will call you. I'll call you. Okay. Before Toastmaster Hardik, we'll move on to the tag teams report. What is the tag team? It is a timer of grammarian. So first we start with the grammarian report, and I would like to call the grammarian for the day, that is Toastmaster Jodoya. Please give a round of applause, guys. What of the day is it? Proper usage and good usage. So, word of the day, succulent used by General Evaluator Hardik one time, Toastmaster of the day Harsh one time, Speaker one to speak one time. Place of the day used by Harsh one time and Pirate one time. Coming to the improper usages, I'm not taking names. Sentence was, what are that qualities? It could be what are those qualities? Second one was, they will get me whatever I want. It could be they would get me whatever I want. Third one was confuse lot of peoples. It could be people, not peoples. Fourth one, the last one is biggest complaints was a phrase. Could be biggest complaint, not the ruler.
Now, finally, coming to the good usages, quotes, sayings, and thoughts. Here are taking names. Toastmaster mentioned, wherever you are, be there. Good quote. Toastmaster File mentioned, baby binds two families together. Wonder child in womb. Toastmaster Ruchi mentioned, easy to stand in crowd, difficult to stand alone. And the funnier side was difficult to stand in crowd, easy to stand in alone by COVID-19. And final one was by Toastmaster Bharat, to lose virginity of speaking. And another one was, books are not dying because they are not living things. Thank you very much for fantastic. So really appreciate your report, Vivian. This one thing we don't think whether it is good or bad. This mentioning the grammar part, whether it is good or bad. Right, fantastic job. Keep it up. Okay, moving ahead with the next tag team player, that is the coming through. And our very own those special parts, a bunch of coming through. Please give it up for us, eh? Thank you.
This is my Toastmaster counter report. Start with the Toastmasters first Toastmaster of the day. He used the so word one time, and then we go to the grammarian Toastmaster part. Use the R word, R sound 4 times, and the speaker one Toastmaster Olympic use the R sound 3 times, and speaker two Toastmaster file use the R sound 3 times, and the Toastmaster Ruchi has spoken R sound and the so word 2 times. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
And GE, it's my turn and the time of the day and the last person exactly. So what did I spoke about? The four diamond especially. So I am back with my diamond report. So 0 in on video. So Toastmaster Shubham spoke for 5 minutes in the beginning. Presiding officer, that is me. I took 8 minutes in introduction. Toastmaster Harsh, a fabulous team. You took 30 minutes in completing the whole theme that we had presented today. The journal evaluator, that is Toastmaster Hardik. He has spoken so far for 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Timer, that is me. I spoke in the introduction for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Toastmaster Park, you spoke for 1 minute and 38 seconds. Toastmaster Park again, you spoke for 1 minute and 36 seconds. Okay, coming to the first session, that is the prepared speeches. There is Toastmaster Rutwik. Where is he? Yes, Toastmaster Rutwik. You spoke for 6 minutes and 1 second, you're on time. His evaluator, Toastmaster Ajish. You took 2 minutes and 3 seconds, and you were definitely in time. Toastmaster Fire, in which she was delivering her first speech, she took 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Evaluator of Toastmaster Fire, Toastmaster Fire, took 3 minutes exactly. The 3 Toastmaster, you took 7 minutes and 30 seconds. You were just on time, and your evaluator is Toastmaster Jerry. I took 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Coming to the second session, Toastmaster Rahul, all in all, you took 8 minutes. Toastmaster Bharat, you took 1 minute, 3 seconds. Toastmaster Hardik, you took 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Toastmaster Fire, you took 1 minute, 26 seconds. And Toastmaster Bharat, you took 1 minute and 5 seconds. This is my report as timer, and over to you, GE, Toastmaster Hardik.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jayesh. I am back now. Am I audible to everyone? Yeah, you can hear me, right?
I call you. All right. We keep it on the speaker. And you don't call me, I will call you.
I can hear you. Can you hear
You're
me?
not audible at all. So it's okay. It's okay. Totally fine. Be relaxed. I'm calling you, and we will hear you from the phone.
Okay. Hi, Jayesh.
Yes, Isaac. You may proceed with the GD report. We just have 4 minutes.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Before we zero in onto the final part of the report, the session, let's have every one of us. Let's have that gratitude movement. Can you hear? Okay. So let's have a gratitude movement. I request all of you, because coming to the physical meeting in this record-breaking heat session is amazing. I request all of you to please stand up.
And
Thank you. Second, look into the eyes of the person standing onto your left and right and say thank you.
look into the eye of the person standing left, right, okay. Go on.
And say thank you.
That's it. Okay. All right. Yes, Arvind.
And say thank you for coming here today.
Thank you for coming in. You can say to your person, thank you for coming. But why you not come there? You don't have
That is,
Yes, Arvind, please.
that is why we need this gratitude movement. And I will tell you, I'm going to say, every one of you looking at your eyes, looking at the camera, thank you so much for being there. And I regret that I'm not being there. Is it audible to everyone, or just you can
Yes.
only hear that?
Yes, yes, we all
Perfect. Let's begin this G evaluation pretty quick as part of our good to great strategy. The meeting started at 3:05 by our sergeant at arms. Before that, there was a well-drafted poster was floated in the group. During the meeting, our sergeant at arms, he introduced the theme and provided little bit background information about with the theme, including white and black magic. Our new captain today, who has who has got almost 4 different caps today. Our Captain Jayesh, our area director, he took the role as presiding officer and provided the information regarding his lucky seven. And also he engaged the audience asking different questions about the importance of Toastmasters and how that can benefit each of us. Furthermore, he also took the introduction from the guest Grishma. Going forward to our TMOD, what an informative session, creating a magical life. Thank you so much, TMOD Harsh, and we would love to have a complete session later on as well, where you started by showing your commitment and going away from the procrastination. And I could relate that when we had that conversation last week. You also spoke about the importance of health, relationship, and many more things. Since we have very limited time, let's move on into our speaker session where Rutvik, I believe there was a technical glitch many times, but what I could understand that was Rutvik's repeat speech, and our all the three evaluators, they have provided the evaluation. So I do not want to add on to that, but Rutvik, it was a good to great speech. So thank you. Coming to Payal, it was amazing icebreaker speech, knowing you how you have been so far and what are your plans. And the last speaker, I would say about this speaker Ruchir, what a cogent speaker you are. And coming from APM, I'm sure all of us has got a different learning curve knowing a person from a different club. So thank you so much for your engaging speech. Coming on to the table topic session. And this session, indeed, I loved it. Rahul, I think this was the first time you took the role as table topic master and you provided justice to this role by engaging different audience online and offline. And I think people enjoy. Thank you to our tag team, especially to Jayesh, taking almost 3 to 4 role. At the end, some of the key points, I think we need to work on our synchronization online, offline, and couple of times, many times it happens that mic wasn't there. So one thing in terms of technology, we need to go further. Second, we all should thank our captain Jayesh being a captain cool, taking multiple roles 4 times, and this shows he led by example, and that is very important for any club. At the end, I like to conclude, and I request the captain cool, Captain Jayesh, to take a group photo at the end of the session, a selfie photo of all of you who present today. And I'm sure that will inspire us, people who are online, and that will inspire people who have not attended the session, that how engaging this session after having all the adversity, people came there and they enjoyed. Thank you so much. Back to TM Jayesh or TM Modi.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Big round of
Thank you for such a crisp report and you managing the situations and proactivity of managing the entire report. Thank you so much, G. Your valuations and feedbacks to be taken care of. So, guys, concluding my session, if I and got that the fear, which is the biggest blockage to my success in taking actions, I got that I am the creator and I'm taking pride for remaining in my comfort zone and I throw it in garbage, the courage will be automatically coming and I will be taking actions for performance and then I will be a chance to create magic in our life. So guys, you got it? Yes. Yes. So right, family, wealth, career, business, job, happiness, everything will be magical. So concluding my session, I will be posting part 2 next time when you guys want. Over to presiding officer of the. Well done, Mr. Ramdos.
How was the session, guys? I loved it. Yeah, it was a bit lengthy. And, for the people those who are present online, don't be online. Please come offline, and we will enjoy your presence. And one more thing, this hybrid thing that we're actually the hybrid platform that we're going on for the past 1.5 years now, we need to move on to the offline because we have seen a lot of technical glitches coming in. So, for the online people, please be offline and please enjoy this atmosphere. To the anchors and the hosts, especially to the 2 people that I could see today, Toastmaster Rahul and Toastmaster. One advice, my recommendation from my side, when a speaker comes, you take the name, for example, but we can go. His speech title is Trust, right? So when I call the speaker Toastmaster Rutpe onto the platform, Toastmaster Rutpe, trust Toastmaster Rutpe. You need to look at his eyes, and then you see the name, the topic, and then right. This is how we do it when we are doing posts. Everything was perfect. Please do vote. We are waiting, the guests are waiting outside, they from inside. We are waiting for the 3 votes that we do. kindly give your votes to Toastmaster Ludwig. That is number one. Best evaluator. We have three evaluators, Toastmaster Private and Toastmaster Page. Please give your votes the person who you like the most. The next award is the best role player. Guys, keep looking at me as well, right? And listening to me. I hope I'm not that bad or ugly. I hope I'm handsome. Yeah. So the best role player goes to these nominees. And the timer will counter it. Whom do you think was the best role player? Thank you. And the best leader award, we have three nominees. That is Toastmaster Team, Journal Evaluator, and the Table Topic Master. So the Toastmaster Team was Toastmaster Hers, GE was Toastmaster Hardik, and Table Topic Master was Toastmaster Hardik. These three nominees are for the best leader, best role player for team, timer or confident medium, and best evaluator of three that you can see here. Please ask your votes. If you have any queries, you can ask right now. PTM is Table Topic Master. You guys can do it fast and do it accurately. If everyone is done, please give me a thumbs up. Yeah, all right. Part, have you done? You're done. You're doing it. You done? Okay. All right. So I'm left with the votes. Nevertheless, I hope Toastmasters will pick all the votes are being gathered. Yeah, please can you do it fast. Thank you, Toastmasters. And we're going to click a selfie before we allow people to come in. So how was the meeting? Toastmasters Pride, how was the first feedback?
I would say that here gives you the real feel of the Toastmasters, and everybody saying I was not nervous, but I know how it feels to be there. And that's why
Guys, if you want to overcome all your fears in life, Biggies burger on Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. You will get rid of all your fears. But yes, to all the married men, I cannot say anything. And to the married women as well. All right, so Toastmasters Vikrant is the best team ready. Yes, ready. All right. All right, so we have two awards already ready. So the best speaker, we have three nominees. Toastmaster Olympic, who do you think is the best speaker? Who do you think is the best speaker, guys? All the three are personalities now. I feel all of them are winners, but there's only one winner today, and the best speaker award goes to Toastmaster Olympic. Well done, well done. Or do we give it later? No problem. Well done. Congratulations. Keep doing it. Keep coming and keep doing it. We'll do it. All right. The best table topic speaker. Who do you think is the best table topic speaker? All right. Okay. Can you get the sheet? Yes, thank you so much. All right, so best role player. Rather, we go to the best leader. Whom do you think is the best leader from these three? Harsh, Hardik, and Rahul. Whom do you think? Let me tell you, it is one and only the person who spread the magic of success and happiness. Toastmaster Harsh. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are waiting for the second session. Please be here. And the best role player, there is a tie. There is a tie. And the best role player goes to
Toastmaster Park and Toastmaster Jayesh.
Congratulations. Yes,
Congratulations.
so much.
It's now.
Which award is left? Which is left? Who are the three people? This young guy.
Yeah, guess who would be the role player? Best even good.
Yes, indeed.
One advice to everyone, please keep coming to this meeting. Please. Because if your presence is here, you will definitely improve. Over there, it's not going to make a great difference to you. You can bring them. It's not going to make a big difference to you, but if you want to make a big difference in life, then you have to come to this platform. Because leader is one who knows the way, shows the way, and calls the way. So are you all ready to show the way and go the way with everyone? Because in Toastmasters, like a professional life, where people are pulling their legs, over here in Toastmasters, we don't pull legs, we pull hands and we go grow together. All right. Thank you so much. I adjourn the meeting and see you next Saturday. Thank you, Toastmasters. Well done.